Hello and welcome, friends. I hope everybody is having a great day so far. If you are new here, welcome, and I hope you'll consider hitting that subscribe button and sticking around. And if you are back, welcome back. I greatly appreciate all of the continuing support. Today's video I'm filming is going to be more geared towards people who are interested in diamond painting, starting out diamond painting, and don't have a lot of knowledge about it. And so you're either interested in starting the craft or you're a brand new beginner and like a lot of kits give you the instructions, but this is a video instruction that I'm going to be doing. And I just want to say diamond painting is a great hobby. It's very similar in concept to paint by numbers. So once you've ordered a kit, once you've decided, sometimes they'll come in a box depending where you've gotten them from. Sometimes they'll just come wrapped in plastic. A lot of people who are new to diamond painting don't want to spend the big bucks on licensed art kits. So this one I figured, for this video I thought I would go with a lower budget kit, just because that's going to be fairly similar to what a new diamond painter is going to be working with. So this was a kit that I had gotten at my local Michael's Craft. It was right around Christmas time. So it's that Make Market one with the red cardinal that I'd opened and unboxed back in December there. I figured this would be a good one because, like I said, when you're new to diamond painting, you're either going to be buying one that you see from your local craft store, or you're going to order on Amazon or one of those low budget friendly websites until you know whether or not this is a hobby that you're interested in. So this one, if you remember, came with an instruction sheet. And it does go over the step-by-step instructions. They've got pictures and details, but sometimes you skip all that. And so I'm just going to open this up here, and I'm going to roll it backwards, the canvas again, just because I had rolled it back up and put it in the box, so it's not laying nice and flat anymore. I can do that with this kit as it is a poured glue one. And if you're new to diamond painting, there's two types of adhesives that you can get on your canvases. And one is a poured glue, which you can roll backwards. And that's fine, that works great. And then there's other kinds that are a double-sided adhesive. And those ones you don't want to roll backwards to straighten the canvas, because you can get air bubbles and pull the adhesive off, and that's not something you want. And the main difference to tell between the two, which is an easy way to tell, is your poured glue will often come with this clear plastic on top. And the double-sided adhesive comes with what looks like release paper or kind of paper covering over it. And I can give you, kind of show you a little example. I don't have a double-sided adhesive canvas handy to show you, but these are a release paper. So when you do get a double-sided canvas, or a double-sided adhesive canvas, you're not going to have this clear plastic covering. That won't exist, so just ignore that. But basically you will have something like this. That looks just like this kind of a paper covering the entire picture, so you won't actually see the picture. So that's the main difference to tell between the two. So this one is, oh dear, my fingers today just do not want to cooperate. There we go. So that's the main difference between the two. This one is a poured glue, so I was able to roll it backwards. I mean, it's still not perfect, but as you can see, it's laying a little bit flatter. It's cooperating a little more. So when you're first getting into diamond painting, I'm just going to go over some basic things about the canvas. Your canvas should, if it's poured glue, have this clear plastic cover, and that just prevents you from getting anything stuck on the glue or the adhesive. And that's kind of the same thing if you got the double-sided adhesive. They have those papers, and you don't want to remove that until you are ready to work on your diamond painting. But I'll give you a quick tour of the canvas. You should, somewhere on your canvas, always have a little schematic or legend type bar. It should be, each company is going to be different. Most commonly, the ones I've worked on always seem to have one on the upper left and lower right. Some canvases you'll have one, some you'll have two, and that might also depend on both the company and the size of the canvas. But what it should have is the first column should always tell you how many colors are in the diamond painting. So in this case, if you look at the legend or the schematics, it says there's 27 colors. Now next, you'll have your grid or your sign that they use in the canvas. So these ones are all the different symbols that they use. So your first color is always going to be that symbol. And this canvas doesn't show it, but I'll pull in a work in progress that I have going just to show you the difference. So for this one, you're really just going to be working with the symbols and the numbers. But some diamond arts, diamond paintings will have an extra column which has a color number, and they use very similar to the embroidering where it's the DMC code for that color. So in this case, the first color uses the symbol T, and that is the color 210. That probably won't mean much to you now. It will as you get more and more into diamond painting. I was just giving like a quick tour of the canvas and what it looks like. All of that. This one has the thumbnail of the picture, how big it is. Some canvases will have that down here. These ones have with instructions again. This one I had gotten off Amazon, so it's another kind of lower budget one. This one from Make Market just kind of has the legend and then the art kind of SKU number and what it is. So that is your canvas. That's typically what your canvas is going to look like. Like I said, you have this protective sheet that keeps the stick. Where it's sticky is where you're going to be placing what you've heard called diamonds or gems. Once you get into diamond painting, most commonly people who've done it for a while call them drills. And so where this picture is, where it's sticky, where you're going to be putting all of those drills down, is called your drill field. Sorry. I apparently can't say my words today. And then you'll see when I bring it up that this one is nice and clear. Even when you get into where it's red, all nice and clear. It's fairly easy to read. You can see all the different symbols, so there shouldn't be any issues with this one. So that's kind of what you need to know about your canvas. Then you'll have a toolkit. These will vary from company to company, but what you will almost always have end is all you will need to get started. Diamond painting is your tray, also known as a boat. This is where you're going to be putting all of your drills in. So all kits will include some sort of tray. You'll have your wax or your glue. Now, not all of them come in a nice little caddy like this, but this is your glue. And what you need to remember about that is that you've got two sides of plastic kind of protective seals on them, and you only need to peel off the one side before you use it. But your kit should always come with some sort of clay or glue. They're not always in, like I said, a nice little caddy like this. And then you should have your drill pen. So those are your absolute necessities and needs to get going. That's the basic items that'll get the trick done. Some extras that a lot of kits do include are little squishies. This one, for some reason, has been flattened, but you just slide that over top of the pen, and that just makes it a little bit thicker and a little bit more cushioned to use. And then some kits will include a few little baggies. Once you get going, you'll either find a use for these or not. You can kit up into them, which I'll go over kitting up, but you can kit up in them, or you can kit down, or you don't have to use them at all. You'll figure out, by that point, you'll have figured out whether or not diamond painting's for you. And even once you get into diamond painting, there's so many ways to go about this. There's so many little extra accessories that you can get. And it's sometimes just kind of a matter of getting those items, trying them out at the lower possible cheapest cost that you can get them at, until you kind of find what works for you, and then you can pay those larger bucks if you want and get extra items that work for you. So you should always come with what people refer to as the diamonds or the gems. Now, they're not real diamonds. They're usually made with acrylic or resin, and these will come in your kit. You'll often hear people talk about whether or not they're round or square, and that just refers to, if you bring it up, you can see these ones are round in shape. So that really just refers to the shape of the diamond or the shape of the drills. You don't need a different pen, regardless of whether they're round or squares. Even if they're a crystal kit that you end up getting, you can always use the same pen. And there are no issues there. So that just winds down what comes in your kit and what you need basically to get started right there. That's it. You don't need anything else. This will do the trick. And I've been diamond painting for a while. I've been doing it now for about a year. So I have expanded my collection, but for this video and for the purpose of this video, I'm going to use only what comes in this kit. Just because I really want this geared towards beginners. I will, however, probably kit up into my kit up system. One of them that I have, just because obviously I'm not going to show the whole process of diamond painting in this video, and I'll be working on this the way that I normally would, but for this is just kind of your starter video. So I'm going to turn off the camera, and I will come back when I've got everything that I need, and I will go over kitting up, which is the next step to getting ready to work on this project.